Face Off Friday. It's the 49ers. It's the Chiefs. It's Brock Purdy. It's Patrick Mahomes. That's Mike Andrews. You ready to get into it, baby?
Damn right.
'49er faithful, what's going on? One time for your mind. Welcome to the B.A.M show. Hey, man, it's Face-Off Friday. We didn't get the Face-Off last Friday because the game was on the Thursday. So we couldn't do a Face-Off Friday, right, Mike? So we're here. We're facing off. You got the 5-0 Kansas City Chiefs. You got the 3-3 49ers. You got a team that owns one of the other teams, literally. And we got football this Sunday. So, Mike, I got to ask you, man, has your feelings changed toward this game? Are you feeling and leaning a little bit more toward the Niners finding a way to win? Or, like, how you feeling, bro?
No, I am not. But I am more excited to watch this game. Like, it's one thing. Like, it's been a long time since I felt like the Niners don't have a chance at winning a game, right? Like, I'm talking, like, maybe Mike Nolan long. Like, even when we had Mike Singletary, like, he's crazy enough that we might just win this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like that with every game we went into. However, I still feel like we're going to lose this game, but I think we're going to put up a fight, and that's all I want to see. So I'm getting excited about watching my team fight. And by the way, you piss off the right people inside that locker room, that fight could end in our favor. So I'm not completely against, like, oh, the Niners going to win. See, Mike, I told you, I'm going to get a lot of that. After we win this game, because the odds are we going to win it. After we win this game, I'm going to get a lot of, see, we told you, Mike, you're not a real fan. Like, I'm prepared for it. I am excited about the game now. I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to see us compete. I want to see the fight and vigor that this team has against a team that they just can't seem to get past.
So, Mike, there's a couple of updates that might be happening, and I mean, there's nothing in fruition as far as, like, set in stone. There's a possibility that, we talked about this yesterday on No Harm, No Foul. There's a possibility that Juwan Jennings doesn't play in this game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just curious to get your thoughts on that, because we were talking about mentality. We were talking about different things. We were talking about one guy that we know doesn't struggle against man coverage because he brings the physical aspect to the football game against their defenders. If he doesn't play, like, what are your thoughts on that? And then does that open up the door for the rookie wide receiver, Ricky Pearsall, or do the Niners continue to rock with who they already have already and keep Ricky on the IR for a little bit longer?
I believe that the Niners are going to activate Ricky Pearsall. It should be happening any second now, honestly. And I think he's going to get in there. We have a couple of wide receivers that are injured. We know Juwan Jennings has been a little banged up. That hip thing is maybe a little bit more than what we thought it was. The Niners currently have 2 kickers on the active, on the 3, 2.
2 right now, and Anders Carlson will be more than likely the kicker. They may waive Matthew. Right, I'm assuming
Right.
he's going to get waived. So
That's kind of my point. That one of these kickers is going to go. So they will have a spot to elevate Ricky Pearsall. So
well, they currently already have one, so there's still one available.
Oh, they
believe it or
only
not.
have 52. Okay, damn, even with all those kickers, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, I think that Ricky Pearsall gets activated. We might just see him out there a little bit. We might just see him out there. A little bit of separation, you know.
It's funny because I don't agree. I don't want him to play. I don't think he should play as of yet. I still think, I still think you give him a little bit more time, but hey, it is what it is. Your number is being called. He's been practicing all week without the blue non-contact football jersey. He's a first-round pick, and I guess this is where the team feels they need him the most. Let me ask you this: if Juwan Jennings wasn't injured, do you think Ricky Pearsall will be getting a shot this week, or do you think the team would wait another week?
I think that all right. If Jennings was healthy, I think they still activate Pearsall. I don't think he sees the field much.
Mm.
because
Because
he
you don't
said
have to activate them though. Like, you know what I mean?
they don't.
No, they have 2 weeks. They have 3 weeks.
Isn't this the?
This is the first week they
Oh
just opened. They just opened this practice window this week.
no, that wait a minute. This is week 6, bro. This is about to be game 7. That don't make any sense.
It
It was a
does
4-week short-term IR.
right. So you go on the short term IR, right? And so they open up the practice window, so they get one more week.
Oh, so it's 3 weeks, not 2. I thought it was a 2-week thing. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 3 weeks.
Okay. All right. I thought he had to be activated this week. Okay, so that makes sense.
No, he
Okay.
has to be activated by next week, or they have to make the decision to put him
Long
on.
term.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if there's a long term, but it's more like keep him on the IR
Yeah.
for another 4 weeks.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that there was some deadline coming up where it would extend the IR time and close the
Correct.
opportunity of him coming back right now.
So it may be 2 weeks, and I could be wrong, but I think it's 3 weeks. Those are the new rules. I could be right as well. So I just can't remember. So all right, cool. So we might get some Ricky Pearsall action. I asked that question because will we get some Jacob Cowing action? Will this be the week the Niners use their wide receiving rookies? Last week was the running backs and the defensive players. Will we see these rookie wide receivers get the burn this week?
You think Shanahan could be inspired by a guy like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes? Like these guys, they have no choice but to use some of these guys off the street.
Your connection just went out, like your vocals. No, you sound staticky. Maybe just take the headphones off and switch it back. You might have to reset, go back out, come back in. I'm not sure. That's better.
That might
That's
check with that.
much, but yeah, let's just rock like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Apologize for the technical difficulties, though.
Yeah, sorry guys. You're getting the road edition of the Face-Off Friday. So my point was, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes kind of have to depend on some of these rookies and new names, right? Like they signed Juju back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire coming back, right? They just throw these guys out there because they don't have a choice, right? But they're still undefeated. They're still finding success. Like maybe that can encourage Kyle Shanahan to say, hey, like you draft these guys because you believe in them in some facet. Like give them a shot. Let them get a little bit of burn. Has Cowing played any offensive snaps yet?
Yes.
Outside of week 2?
It doesn't matter. He's played offensive snaps. Like, you know what I mean? He was kind of dinged up. Remember, he hurt his shoulder on a kick return, on a punt return, got taken out of the game, and they've been trying to find a way to ease him back in. But he was back there in the blocking. He was blocking. I remember seeing him on some blocks. I think Kyle Shanahan just likes having a bunch of wide receivers available. So this might be a week where you see Cowing, you see if Pearsall is activated, and then what you call it will be deactivated. Do you know what I mean? Like Ronnie Bell. They might even deactivate Chris Conley because what the fuck is he done?
He's hurt too. Well, he's a little banged up, ain't he? Ain't Chris
But
Conley hurt a little bit?
I mean, he had the oblique injury, but he was definitely the best player on special teams.
Right.
Like, so you don't want to mess that up. Like, you know what I mean? So like you said, man, to answer your question, yeah, I mean, I think Kyle's realizing we got these guys and we just need to start using them a little bit more. You don't have to give them the full kit and caboodle, but let them come in there, run a play or two and see how well they execute it. I think that's why Kyle's been sticking with Isaac Guerrero, trying to figure out if he can hit these lanes right, he can probably get more explosive runs.
Bro, did you hear? Oh man, let me not get started. Did you hear Chris Forrester breaking down running gaps in Isaac Guerrero and why they keep running the same exact plays? Because if they could just get a little bit more skinny and let him get through, he's gone. He's taken to the house.
I keep saying that, but people keep saying it's Guerendo's fault. 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 And I don't. And it's like I watch the film and I'm like, but the line doesn't block good enough for him to get through. It might work for a different running back, but for Guerrero, he's hitting the hole a little faster. So people want Guerrero to ease up. So you want Guerrero to hesitate, which we hate, so that the play can develop. But every time any other running back is in it, the play develops. It makes zero sense to me. But
Yo,
I'm glad that Chris Forrester talked about the offensive line, Mike, and I'm glad you pointed that out because I knew I wasn't going crazy.
yeah.
Now, does he pick wrong lanes? Yes. He needs to pick better rushing lanes because I've seen in the last game there was one play he should have bounced to the outside, but he was really trying to cut back to the inside. And he's not the only person that does that. Debo does it too. So I just want people to understand it's a decision that needs to it's a split decision made by the runner that they need to trust the outside. The play's designed to the outside. Get the ball, get straight to the outside. If it's not there, it's not your fault.
So Forrester broke down a play that happened like 2 weeks ago, right? And
Now
he was
that
like,
I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
he said if Banks had made the block the right way,
Say less.
the way that they had the safeties, it'd have been a major game, probably a
That's
touchdown.
and I promise you, if you watch, if people would just go and subscribe. Now, see, I'm not a coach. I'm not a mind thinker. I don't care about X's and O's. I care about people missing and people executing. That's it. I can't tell you if this is the play of annexation of Puerto Rico or if it's the Statue of Liberty. I can't tell you that. I don't care. All I know is it's a play and this person didn't do this. And because this person didn't do this, this didn't happen. It's always a cause and effect to me. That's the one thing I learned in high school in my problem solving class. Every, you know what I'm saying, effect has a cause. Like there's a reason why this happened. What's the reason? Oh, he didn't do this.
Yep. And that, man, like just listening to Forrester talk, man, gets me so hyped and excited, man. I really love listening to his presser, man. But back to the point that we're talking about, Kyle has a really strange opportunity right here. If you listen to Spagnolo talk, it was zone, zone, zone. So we decided to do them against man because they kill us in zone. And we decided to play the team in zone. I mean, in man.
Man. Mm-hmm.
And now the Niners have gotten more man looks this year than ever before.
Yeah,
So,
because the copycat league. Yes.
right.
I just talked about
put the blueprint out there the way that we did to the Eagles. We got it back, right, from the Super Bowl. Here's the thing. Kyle went out and drafted a bunch of guys who are good at
man.
Boom. And so he's got an opportunity to do the funniest thing in the world. You think we coming out here to run against those zone beaters? Watch this. Hit him with Garindo. Hit him with Cowing. Hit him with Ayuk all at the same time and watch what happens. Oh, man, Kyle, man. If Kyle getting that kind of bag, bro, I don't even care about the results. I just want to see that you tried. That's going to get me fired up. I'm going to talk mad shit if Kyle do that.
Listen, all I know is my confidence level every day closer to this game just rises because I know that the Niners are tired. I know that the Niners are tired of losing, especially to this team. I know at some point it's like, why we keep effing up? Let's start. No, cause that's what it looked like. Look, you could say Patrick Mahomes is great for sure. I'm not going to argue against that. You could say that Patrick Mahomes beat this team. I can't argue against that. You could say Chris Jones single-handedly beat this team. I'm not going to argue against that neither. But there's causes to them effects. There's some things that the 49ers didn't do that allowed those things to happen. And so when I look at that and I say to myself, man, all the Niners got to do is just fucking execute, bro. Like, hold your block. Don't let the guy go right by you. Clip him, get a penalty, do something. Like at some point, like don't let a free rusher affect the pass. And so what I'm saying to myself, that's one level. Execution. Don't drop these balls. All that type of stuff. I really feel like the Niners got a good chance of, and every time they play this team, they have a great chance of coming out victorious. Every time they play this team, the score is close in the first half. And then after that, little things happen. And the Niners do little things and stuff starts to trickle down. And I call that the domino effect. And then all shit hits the fan at the end. But the last time we played them was in the Super Bowl. And the last time it took an overtime victory. And let's talk about these two quarterbacks on Face-Off Friday. All right, Mike. We got the best quarterback in the league as far as grades. The number one graded quarterback named Brock Purdy. He's number one. Going against the number 11th graded quarterback and Patrick Mahomes. Now, I know people... I don't know if people are like paying too close attention to stuff like that. I don't give a fuck about those grades. What I do know is that Patrick Mahomes is going to show up. And which version of Patrick Mahomes are you going to get? You're going to get the Clark Kent version. You're going to get the Superman version.
Let
You
me
know what
tell
I'm
you something.
saying?
Patrick Mahomes, whether he's rated number 1, number 11, number 17, he's still the same Patrick Mahomes. He refused to be denied, and he's going to leave it all out there on the field every single game. Every game. And that's the biggest problem right there. It's not about, oh, can you keep him in the pocket and do this? You can try to keep him in the pocket all game long. It don't matter. When he needs to, he's going to make a play with his legs. You can try to give him running lanes and say, all right, we're going to make him beat us with his legs. When he need to make a pocket from the throw, a throw from the pocket, he's going to do that. Patrick Mahomes finds a way. Once that fourth quarter comes, he activates a whole different mode. That's when the game starts for Patrick Mahomes. That defense is going to keep them close no matter who they're playing. It's going to keep them close. And when the fourth quarter comes, it's time for me to do what I do. This is why they pay me the money they pay me. I don't care about those rankings.
I thought you was going to keep going. This is why Patrick Mahomes is dangerous, right? We talked about this on the Dangerous Players episode. Check it out up there, over there, whatever. Check out the damn episode, right? And this is what makes him dangerous. It's like how do you defend the version of Patrick Mahomes that shows up when it matters? And I think that's where the Niners got to come in. But look, I like Brock Purdy. I feel like, I'm not saying Brock Purdy is Patrick Mahomes-esque, but we're starting to see Brock Purdy make these no-look passes and things like that, and plays with his feet and all these plays as far as explosive plays. Man, that was Patrick Mahomes 3 or 4 years ago. Now Brock Purdy is leading the NFL in air yards and explosive plays down the field. He's number 2 in passing yards under Geno Smith. The 49ers have the number 2 total offense, Mike, and the number 2 passing offense. Let that sink in. And if they would just run the damn ball, they probably have the number 1 rushing offense, but you know how that works. So it's amazing to me, the issue for the 49ers. Oh, and let me look this up. I'm going to look this up while we're on there. They struggle in the red zone.
The Niners or the Chiefs?
The Niners. The Niners are still. Yeah. But I think the Chiefs might be down there too. So that's why I said, let me look this up.
Got you. Because, while you were talking, you had me thinking about all the things that the Niners are doing well this year. Has Brock Purdy ever led a scoring drive to end the game and give us a win? I know that he had some close games and all that.
Oh, you saying did we actually win the game?
Because of the final drive of the game, Niners down by 2 or 3, and then he would have if they had made that kick against the Browns.
Yes,
right?
That's why I asked you. Did you mean actually win the game? You know what I mean?
But he don't have one of those moments where we're losing and it's the last possession, drive down the field and win. He don't have one of those.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
But we don't want this game to be that shit either. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I want Brock Purdy to dominate.
You don't want that, but that's literally what separates him from the greats, and Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. And
good point.
This is why people won't put him on the level of Joe Burrow.
But that's not his fault if he's only had one opportunity.
True.
If the team is doing what they need to do, they shouldn't even be in that position. But when and the reason why those guys do, not to cut you off, bro, but seem great at that is because they get multiple opportunities. They failed a lot in doing those.
Yeah.
Brock's had one chance? 2?
That Super Bowl, he could have gotten the end zone. Well, that wouldn't have won the game because they got a possession anyway. So I guess
no. You're right, because they would have scored a touchdown, and the Chiefs would have had to go for a touchdown opposed to a field goal to tie the game to go into overtime.
At the end, yes.
Yeah, you got to remember, Chris Jones went unattended and wide open. Jawan Jennings or Brandon Ayuk, pick your poison. Which receiver you want to catch the ball was wide open. Brock was rushed, and we had to settle for 3.
Yeah, and then that Cleveland game. I think those are the only 2 that I can remember where if we score, we likely win that game.
I got
only 2.
I got some good news though.
What's that?
The Chiefs are worse than the 49ers in the red zone.
Woo! Happy day!
I got you, bro. I got you in the club.
Let's go.
So the 49ers are at 44.4% of scoring in the red zone. Scoring touchdowns, not field goals. We don't give a fuck about field goals. The Chiefs are at 38.9. That's a significant difference to me. So the 49ers are ranked 25th. The Chiefs are ranked 29th, which is where the Niners were at last week. So now the Chiefs only play 5 games, but it doesn't matter. My thing is this, right? My game plan is, well, let them get to the red zone. Just kick off. Make sure they kicking off field goals. Now I know it could change against the Niners because we haven't seen a Travis Kelce game. We haven't seen these guys' games. You know.
Shit, if Devondre Campbell playing, we gonna see a Travis Kelce.
Oh man.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm sorry.
Yes, you did. I put $5 that Devondre Campbell covers Travis Kelce well, and man,
covers him well. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'll take that bet.
All right, let's do it. I got 5 on it.
Yes,
all right.
Sir.
So meaning covers well. Meaning, what does that mean? He
Just
won't
stay
get.
With him.
He won't get burnt. Yeah. So you're saying he's gonna get burnt. I'm saying he won't get burnt.
Oh, he's gonna get toasted. Crispy.
Okay.
I shouldn't say that.
I said against Travis Kelce, but that's not how I think the Chiefs are going to do it. They're going to probably put Juju in that slot if the Niners are playing zone. Same play that happened last week with DK Metcalf, and he gets toasted because Fred Warner passed him off. You know, so Juju got little quick speed, but no, that's a good thing, man. So Patrick Mahomes, man, over Brock Purdy, who's going to lead this game? You know, in the end, in the completion percentage, passing yards. You know how we do the quarterback situation. Your phone staticky again.
Right. That fix it?
Yes.
Okay. So, the truth of the matter is these are all categories that we're going to lead in. We're going to lead in efficiency because Mahomes' completion percentage is down this year. His touchdown interception ratio is, I think it's dead even, like 6 and 6 or something like that. Like it's not where it normally is. Where it's
Correct.
normally like a 3-1 or something like that. Like it's something crazy that it normally is, right?
Correct.
He's got all these different weapons. He's got Kelce, but I mean Kelce's a shell of himself. He's going on year like 11 or 12 or something like that in the NFL. Like it's not the same thing. So, and then they're bringing back Juju, who they purposely got rid of and have to depend on him again. Like, he don't have the receiver. So the efficiency is going to slide with us. The touchdown, the passing yard is going to slide with us. But that doesn't mean that we win the game.
I didn't want to get to the win or loss part yet because it's going to come to which quarterback and offense takes advantage of the defense. So which defense makes the least amount of mistakes. So yes. I didn't want to get to that yet, but I did want to talk a little bit about what Patrick Mahomes does very well, and he's getting the ball out of his hand relatively quickly because of the way that their offense is set up this year. They're not taking the explosive plays down the field. They might have 1, 2, 3 at the max, and they're probably like 1, 4, 3 at the max. But they lead the league in screen plays, and the Niners can't stop the screen. So I'm confused because I'm like, if the Niners do 2 things poorly defensively, it's not on Brock Purdy, but we're talking about what Patrick Mahomes is going to probably take advantage of. The Niners can't stop the screen, and the Niners can't tackle. So, do you still think Brock Purdy leads in yards? Do you still think Brock Purdy leads in efficiency? Because the screen pass is an efficient pass. And if Patrick Mahomes, if 21% of his throws when he drops back is a screen pass, those are easy catches. We don't do that anymore. I don't know where the screen game went. We're more about kind of getting explosive plays. Will Brock Purdy be reverted back into being that efficient guy? Will we go back to the quick throws? Because they're going to blitz. Their defense is going to blitz. That we do know. Because they're going to play man coverage. And you blitz out of man coverage. Steve Spagnuolo is going to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, please ask me all the questions for now.
What style of defense is better suited to stop screens? Is it man or zone?
Man. So I would say it's zone because you got more guys in the space to get through. If you're playing man, let's say it depends on the screen too. So let's say if you're playing man, your Mike linebacker is covering, that's Fred Warner. His job is to cover the running back, which means your other linebacker is going to have to cover the tight end, depending on what your safeties are doing, depending on what their personnel is. So it all comes down to their personnel. They run a lot of 12 and 13 personnel opposed to 11 personnel, Mike, with 3 wide receiver sets. Now, they will come up with some 3 wide receiver sets in 11, but if they come out there, Patrick Mahomes is going to come out with 2 tight ends. This is where you said, that's why I said I don't think Travis Kelce cooks Devondre Campbell, but that little Noah Gray, who's a little slippery, he might be the one. So they're going to come out in some different personnel sets, and Patrick Mahomes, just being the wise guy that he is going to feast. And they're coming off of 14 days of rest. Psh.
Yeah.
I think this battle is not. It's not going to be which quarterback is the better statistically. It's going to come down to which quarterback has the will to win, and that's the real question. Does Brock Purdy have the will to defeat a juggernaut? And you have to call them a juggernaut, and for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, they're the Super Bowl champs. Reason number 2, they're undefeated right now. Yeah, bro, come on, man. So how much of Brock mental aspect, and I'm digging into my keys to victory right now, which will be out on Saturday morning. How much of this mentally is going to weigh an effect on the 49ers? And it starts with Brock Purdy. That, can he mentally get off that block and find a way to get his team victorious?
The team has been doing everything in their power to diminish the importance of this game already. I mean, you got the captain Gorilla and Trent saying, like, confetti's not falling. If we beat them, we could beat them by 100 points. Confetti
sure.
falling. This ain't redemption. This ain't that. It don't matter. You got Kyle going right to the podium saying the past games don't matter. Like, none of it makes a difference in what's going to happen on Sunday. So they're doing all this to get the young Brock Purdy's mind in the right place. I think that's why you have the leaders of the team making a point to go out there and say it. But I can promise you that anybody who's a competitor, you want to beat these motherfuckers bad, bro. I promise you. As bad as us faithful want to see it happen, they wanted more. They were the ones on the field that lost to them.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
All of them felt like we did our jobs right, except that guy over there. This might cause some tension in the locker room. Burford's name might not get mentioned for the next 2 weeks. I'm just saying, like, they all feel like we did exactly. We had them right where we wanted them, and one person whiffed on the biggest, most important. You know how I know they still matter? That play still matters to them because they talked about it when the coach was up there. My man, Chris Forrester, he talked about it. He said, "Listen, I told them what they got to look for. I told them what they got to watch out for. You're a professional. You get paid to do this. You should have listened. Now, could I have emphasized it a little bit more? Sure. But if I got to tell you this over and over, you aren't really professional." Like, I'm like, oh man, like he was throwing shots at Wayne. I'm telling you, you would appreciate that presser, bro. Like, that presser was really good. But my point is this: they're preparing Brock Purdy mentally for this moment. They're saying, hey, let's get over it. We're going to downplay the importance of this thing. This does not make or break us. We weren't in a must-win situation last week. We damn sure aren't in a must-win right now. We're in first place in the division. If we lose, we only a game behind at worst case. So that's how they feel. They feel like they're going to be okay no matter what.
Do you think the pressure from this game, from the quarterback standpoint, is the pressure going to be on Patrick Mahomes more, or is it going to be on Brock Purdy more, with the team downplaying, the seriousness of this game? I'm calling cap because this is a must-win game. This is a must, every game. I keep telling you, Mike, every game is a must-win game. I know we don't want to say it, but you really go out there mentally and physically prepared to win every single game. So, like, to be defeated in a game, especially when you could win, like, it hurts the mental a little bit. So I'm just curious to know, like, they capping right now. I'm talking about all the people you just mentioned. That's all cap. Like, they just saying the right things to, like you said, to take some of the weight off of Brock Purdy's shoulders. But no one's really asking Brock how he feel. I bet you Brock is pissed too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he want to, like, I bet you Brock Purdy might feel like nobody talked about him. He got zero attention. Win or losing that game, it was like he was just there. He's a nobody. Can he come out and do it again? Can Brock Purdy? Hey, think about all the stuff, all the goalposts that were moved after the Super Bowl. Well, is Brock gonna go and look like a 7th-round pick? Is Brock gonna do this? Like all of that. And now he's leading the league in just about everything, and they still doubt this kid. So who's the weight on?
I think the weight is on Purdy. I really
Damn.
do. I really, really do. And I know that sounds terrible, but I I don't think the Chiefs care about losing one game. I don't think the
It's a
Chiefs
game
care
that
about
doesn't
losing
matter, right?
a game outside their conference
Yeah, there it
division. Like
is.
they don't care about that. Like
There it is.
these are the games you can afford to give away, especially when you're going to pat yourself 5-0. You came out of a 5-0 start. Now, Andy Reid got some pride. I don't know if Andy Reid has ever lost a game after a bye week since being in Kansas City. I don't know that he has. I think he only did it twice with the Eagles. So I know that there's a little bit of some of that sensationalism and all that stuff, but those listen, stats and records are set to be broken. So I don't know how much they care about it. But I think the pressure is definitely on Purdy, man. You can't tell me that if no one's going to think Patrick Mahomes is 6'6" right now, y'all. Like, and everyone still has him as the GOAT wide receiver in the NFL right now. He can come out here and lose this game against a loaded 49ers. This is what they're going to tell you. It's a loaded 49ers team. They had this game circled on their calendar since then. They wanted to get back at the Chiefs, blah, blah, blah. We saw what the Niners did the following year after they lost to the Eagles. Imagine what they're going to do this year to the Chiefs. What happened? What's
Mike, this motherfucker is 21-4 after a bye week, Mike.
I'm telling you, that's crazy.
Mike, that's the best record in the NFL, Mike.
It's crazy, right?
Who
so I'm telling
fucking scheduled this game? People think stuff like this don't matter.
I'm telling you, bro, he is a bad man. Andy Reid is no joke, man.
Oh, sugar. Bro.
Now you know why I said, man, like, we're going to lose this one.
Hey,
I'm
man,
okay with it.
I predicted it, though. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, if we win, I knew we was going to win. But if we lost, I knew we was going to lose. Like, you know what
I mean? Like, he's 21-4.
Mike.
Yeah. That's a crazy record after the bye, bro.
That's the best record in NFL history. Let me just. I gotta do this. I gotta look up Kyle Shanahan's record after a bye. Hopefully, it's a win, yo.
And that's as a head coach. That's just as a head coach. Andy Reid been head coaching that long. Like, that's crazy. Yeah,
I know he's been playing longer, but to sustain that, I mean, he's been coaching longer. Excuse me, but to sustain that, nah, this can't be right.
That's wild. And I don't think Kyle's that good. Kyle's what? Oh, let me guess. 3-4.
No, I'm still looking. Look, he's 2-3.
Wait, stop. This is Kyle's 8th year here. He got at least 7 bye weeks.
Okay, Kyle Shanahan's history following the bye week. The 49ers are 2-3.
7. But there's been 7 games.
Maybe this is just the wrong year. Oh no, this is old. That's why. Sorry. So I gotta go off of what we did the last. That was 2-3.
2 years. Yeah.
That was in 2022.
If you go to like Pro Football Reference and just click the Niners 2023, you can see what we did last year and then the year before that, and that'll finish it. So 2-3, and then whatever we did the last 2 years.
Damn it! Why you just can't tell me what the shit is? I type it in the shit and the stuff. Let me stop. Let me just chill out.
But it's not good. Is all my point is.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably 3. If he's this is year 8, so he should either be. Hopefully, let's just say let's say he 4-3 right now, or 3-4.
Oh,
one of the two.
Okay.
But it'd be crazy if he only got 2 wins and 4 losses. Like, we just giving him stuff, right?
I swear one of them was like the Atlanta game that we lost one year really irked me, and I felt like that was off a bye. Like, there's no way we should have lost it, and they were bums. And then, like, I just felt like that was a game that the Niners didn't have a game plan for at all. Like, we just went out there and practiced.
I'm just trying to look. Okay, here we go. I think. We're in 2024, so these are his wins.
Right. So we need 23 and 22. So we got a 2-3 record already.
Right, but this is like Pro Football Reference isn't giving me what I'm looking for.
Go to the year. Just type in 49ers 2023, and it'll pull up the whole season, and then you can just see what we did after the bye week. And then if you go back to the top, you can hit previous seasons. See what we did in 2022.
When was our bye in 2023?
It should show you on the thing. I think we had week 8 or 9 again last year. The NFL been giving us those middle of the season 5 weeks. They've been holding us down.
So 2023. This is 2020. You know what? F it, man. I don't even care. They
Oh
don't
my
wanna,
God, you got me this close to
bro, because I just need
I
to
wish I
make like
wasn't.
I'm trying to make sure. All right, so in 2000, all right, let's go back to 2022 because he was 2-3 in
Right.
2022 when that article came out, but we must have didn't play yet because we would have needed to have in 2022. It should have been 6, 3, 2, or
Right. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
this is
22.
the eighth
So
year,
that was, yes. So that means that 7 games have been done already.
right? And we're waiting on number 8.
Right. So 22 is what we actually have to go back to.
All right, so I'm in 2022. And I'm just trying to figure out which week was the bye week. I'm just looking at the record of games. Wasn't our bye week in 22? Okay, so we do know in 2023 we won because we beat the shit out of Jacksonville. So that we were there. Oh, your phone again, bro. All right, now when was the bye week in 2022? 2021, 2022. That's what I'm looking for. We played. Okay, so here we go. We played the Bears, lost. We played the Seahawks, beat them. Broncos beat them. September 25th, October 3rd. I'm looking for that big jump. 9th, 16th, 23rd, 30th, 13th, 21st, 27th, December 4th. I know we didn't get a. Where am I missing the bye? 7. That was Thursday night football.
Wait,
Then,
you about to make me do this.
No. I'm just trying to figure out. So September 25th to October 3rd, I thought that's 6. The 22nd, that's 8 days. The 16th to the 23rd is 7 days. That's 7 days. Oh, so October 30th, October 30th, 2022 to November 22nd. That's a long time, right? That sounds like there's a buy in between them dates, right?
To the 22nd? It's a month in between.
No, I'm sorry. The 13th. I said October 30th to November 13th.
Yes, there you go. That's the bye week right there.
So we beat the Chargers then. If that was the bye week.
2 more wins. Okay, so now we got to figure out one more.
So we 4-3. Like I said, I was right.
Okay, so yeah,
we were 2 and 3.
3. Yeah,
and then we beat the Chargers, made us 4-3, and we beat the snot out of Jacksonville, made us 4-3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And now we got to win this to become 5-3.
Yes. Or 4-4, which will have Kyle tied for 25 years of Andy Reid. Lost Kyle. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Mike, which quarterback gonna have the best game, man? Patrick Mahomes or Brock Purdy?
Statistics, I'm gonna go with Brock. But the most clutch moment of the game, I'm gonna have to give it to Patrick Mahomes. So.
Man. Y'all here, Face-Off Friday. Let us know in the comment section which quarterback you feel is going to face off and do the damn thing against the opposing defense. That's the key. Mike, take us home, baby.
We live all the time, kicking it with the fam, bro.
No team is safe.
That's Breezy. I'm Mike, and this is the B.A.M Show.